Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of IO, and this episode, possibly we are going to start Road C. Why possibly? Because I just realized that I was not really true to my first playthrough. Like, my replay of Hinata Road and picking the different, picks, right? Kinda invalidated, my first playthrough and my choices. And I assume last choice, or like one of the last choices in Hinata, is going to change something in Ishtar Road, because Sakuya been like with Exarch, and if I remember correctly, after I replayed Hinata Road at the end, I picked that, yeah, don't stay with me, you have to hide or something like this. So probably if I would stick to my first true choice, which was like stay with me, that would be different. So I want to like really fast replay Hinata Road, picks exactly the same things that I did in the first playthrough, go to Ishtar, do exactly the same picks, and we'll see where this will go. I want like this whole all first 4 roads basically to have exactly my first impression, first playthrough of like how I feel like it should play. So yeah, I will just do that. I will just skip a bunch of stuff and I will see you in a second after I get to some new stuff. So yeah, I will just log in and yeah. Also, isn't it... Okay. Isn't that Ishtar voice, by the way? I just realized. Wasn't that Ishtar voice? Anyway, we are back. Just a quick thing, since I'm still skipping Hinata Road. I saw that after Hinata gained his awakening, like his father said, right, in the letter, he saw the shadows of he and Ishtar. So now I know, like, he saw them. That's weird. I mean, there were like shadow figures, but we can pretty much tell now that the guy was he and the voice was clearly Ishtar. So they were together. So it's from some another road, I think. This is some kind of like vision that we haven't seen before. So I did exactly the same picks as I did the first time. So I picked that Sakuya should be with me. So now let's get a new game. Let's log in. Let's go to B, and I will skip again everything and pick exact choices as I did in the playthrough that we just saw. I'm not going to do the replay of Ishtar Road with different picks. I will replay this, all of this, like at some point, but yeah. Yeah, Ishtar. So Ishtar and he were like together in this vision that Hinata had. Anyway, skip time. To be honest, I expect something is going to change. Well, shit. I should... I'm not sure what to do now. It's the beginning of the game, and the skip button is not working. Did I mess it up? Well, I mean, we can have... I mean, we replayed Hinata Road twice, so... might as well do Ishtar, but like in a more true sense. I'm not sure what to do, to be honest. I should have streamed that. I will see. I will see. If this is going to be like too much, I'm going to just maybe just go to C instantly. I don't know. Anyway, I made it happy to wake up my agent every day. It's specially made to match my character and voice. It's really embarrassing how narcissistic that seems, but at least I'm self-aware. Now, well, that side of aside, the real reason I use this thing is because the creator was someone important to me, precious memento. Wait, but if we had this, well, I can skip this. Yeah, okay, never mind. Ooh, I've been afraid that we're going to have to like actually read like whole Ishtar Road. Jesus, I don't think that much like. The choices from Hinata are not going to change that much. Maybe the ending. Because there might be not Sakuya, but it's going to be more true my original, like, I don't know, line of thoughts. Okay, gotta start recording again because again skip button is not working for whatever reasons. Have you tried to read the book?
そんなこと言われても特に読みたいと思うものなんかないしな。
必要最低限の教養くらいつけろって言ってるの。
そんな
Okay.
こと言ってミカは何？
私が今
Mika takes a thick pocket book out of her handbag.
なんだこりゃ。聖杯？
Oh, we have actual new stuff. Well, replay of Ishtar. Here we go, I guess.
クレティアンドトロワの
Okay,
名著
okay. Just one
あ
second.
のアーサー王伝説と聖杯探索の物語を結びつけたのがこの陰文誌なのよ。
Okay. Holy Grail knows as the Sun Grail, Jesus Christ, Last Supper by the Joseph. Okay, this is just like normal thing about the Holy Grail. Artifact mythology, large magic cat will resurrect the dead. Story of the Grail, French author. To be honest, I'm not that interested in this. Lost Ark. Yeah, sure, okay. Oh my, Mika-chan, I understand why you're getting it, but do you really have to start off with such a heavy book?
へえ。
Kosuke flips through the pages and frowns as expected.
うわ、なんだこりゃ。
実に麗しい言い
そうなのか？こうも神とか。
そうでも仮にも騎士のハンドルを名乗ってるんだからこれとか
Okay. Mika does have a point. Kosuke's handle Equus does indeed mean knight. I'd prefer I prefer he'd read at least one or two knight tales. So what it will be, Kosuke?
ちなみに聖杯探索の方が読み応えあるわ。
それって
Okay.
これより
当然
パス遠慮しとく。
Sure. Kosuke slams the book, shut and throws it back at Mika. And as guess it didn't work after all.
カタカナアレルギーなんだ。
おお。
I may have like made like wrong choices by like replaying Hinata Road and going back to Ishtar. I have a feeling like it's like it's changing more than I thought. Because for whatever reason, Kosuke and Mika are bonding together now. Is this a new development, I sense? Are things going to be different today? Go for it, Mika-chan, I'm rooting for you.
そうね。じゃあニトベ稲造の
誰それ？
まさかと思うけど
うん。
5000円札にもなった人じゃない。
昔の話だろ。電子マネー全盛の今じゃ。
そう
まあ興味は惹かれるタイトルだが。
Ko-chan, don't you find something just teensy bit wrong with that?
バカと。
そのまんまの意味よ。それともアホがいい。
Okay. Poor Kosuke. Alrighty, guess now about time. Okay, I threw me a line. And a skip, yeah, okay. So we got like a little bits, okay. Okay, we have unexpected shower scene, I guess. So... let's see, what's here?
さっぱりした。
Okay.
あ、リーダーも上がったんですね。じゃあ俺は。うわっ。
Okay. Huh?
どうしたの？
Kosuke-san turns away, his face is red for some reason.
いや、どうしたのって。
な
Okay.
んてっていつもと同じネグリジェじゃない。
Was that a little too stimulating for Ko-chan?
俺、このソファー貸してもらいます。
And like always, he diverts his gaze and mutters something to Orlander. Ah, so cute. So cute that it makes me want to tease him more. Impish Ishtar-chan mode activated.
そんな狭いところで大丈夫？
I have a feeling like we saw this already, but maybe this is because we, like, teased Kosuke a lot.
全然、一晩くらいなんとも。
やっぱりきついのはきついんじゃない？こうちゃん大きいんだし。な。
そんなめっそうもない。
He shakes his head in refusal.
やだもん。 何考えてるのこうちゃんたら。別に何もしないわよ。私も一人で寝るより二人で寝た方が楽しい。
からかうのはやめてください。
からかってなんかないわよ。今日はミカもいないしね。
I'm not kidding. I'm really not good with sleeping alone.
節度は守らないと。
Huh, if I push him too far, he might just say I'm sleeping outside.
それに俺には。
ん？
いや。
I've got what? Interesting. Kosuke quickly slaps his hand to his mouth.
一度口に出そうとしたんだから。
Interesting.
あ
He probably is talking about her. Well, why don't we revisit our objectives a little and corner him on that front instead? Just as I get that idea, Kosuke starts talking.
俺ユーミンのことが好きなんです。
So this time we have actually confirmation on stuff. Okay, well, seems like I'm replaying Ishtar Road, but not in the way I originally wanted to replay this. So it's different. But from Road C onward, I'm going to just one playthrough. So C, and then I'm going to D, okay? To be like... Seems like I messed up Ishtar Road, basically. Because I remade Hinata Road, like, twice. And now I'm replaying Ishtar after playing Ishtar. Oh my god, okay. Anyway. He's really growing in his knighthood. I'm happy for him.
そっかそっか。よく言えたね。
あれもしかしてこれも知ってたんですか？
うすうすね。
じゃあ他のみんなも？
そうね。鋭い子なら気づいてるんじゃないかな。
もしかして
It's a pity, but humans a little dense in that emotional aspect. So I don't think that she's the case. In fact, it's the other one that noticed. It's one of those fun to watch, but not to be in love triangles.
まあ、それはそれとして。
俺はどうすればいいんだ。
Kosuke grabs his head and gyrates it around and around.
少し落ち着きなさいって。
Looks like he's unable to process his own feelings.
取るべき道は2つ。
え？
告白する。もしくはきっぱり飽き。他にある？
いえ、ないです。
いつまでも曖昧にしておけることじゃないしね。
それは何もしない。
じゃあ決まりね。
Sure.
いつするかはタイミングの問題もあるから気を逃さない。
そうですね。折を見て。
I look at Kosuke with my left eye. His aura now burning red. Okay, so that was not the yellow eye. It was the left eye, so the one that was bleeding is the one that have this like aura effect. Okay, never mind then. Yeah. So that the eye with the aura bleed there in the Ishtar Road ending. Okay.
はい。
Yep, good answer.
玉砕でもしたらおねくらい拾ってあげるから安心なさい。
Okay. Do not change the outcome that sudden, okay? Like, please let just Mika die, okay? So we have like actually the same scenario. Or it's really going to change into him dying. Because you just deflect him, Ishtar.
最初から不吉なこと言わないでくださいよ。あ、
He just got deflect. Oh my god. I throw myself onto the bed.
いろいろと動き出している。いつまでも同じままじゃいられ。
Part of me is happy, but the other part's somewhat uneasy. But let's think optimistically. So let's change for the better. Okay. And now I can skip probably again. We're in cluster 8.
あれ？
Skippity skip. We get the operation and there's some girl in the pod. Whatever. And the eye. So we are back here. And something changes because we have different interactions with Mayumi in Hinata Road because we took the original pics. So we actually like recognized Yumi as Yumi and didn't mistake her for Sami, basically, in Hinata Road. So I guess that's the part that changes according to Hinata Road, I think. Yeah, makes sense that that would change, like something around these two. So from what I understand, it was the day before yesterday that Hinata boy took her to the infirmary. But unfortunately, the school doctor was out that day, so Hinata ended up doing the first aid treatment. That's the story Mayumi explained to us wholeheartedly. Judging by her story alone, Hinata seems like gentle young lad, but as I think to myself and listen, with one ear open to the double sail, I eventually hear a certain familiar name leave Mayumi's lips. Yao-sensei.
弥生先生
Okay, so she's going to realize that this is the... I forgot her name. From Anaoki. Mirror name, I can't help but inquire about it.
私たちの学校の保健の先生のことです。フルネームは天音弥生。
天音弥生そうなの
There's no way I can forget her. Yeah, Anu, okay. Is her real name of Anu, originator and the leader of Anaoki. Her all-encompassing open-mindedness, it what welcomed me into Babylon as I was wandering alone. The reason I formed Criminal was to get another taste of comfort I felt back then. I learned a lot of my management skills from her too. Her unique style of conversation was another thing that I liked. She was clearly the second closest to me in Anaoki, next to Onesama. I guess their way with words was similar.
リーダー弥生。
あうん昔
Okay.
いろいろとお世話になってね
へえ。なんだか意外なところで意外
Pretty
な
much.
つながりが。
Masami nods in self-satisfaction, but I feel the same way.
リーダーと弥生先生ってどこか似てると思う。
Okay,
そう？
interesting.
リーダーはそこまで。それはそうだけど。
Looks like Anu's still keeping up that cheerful banter of hers. That's actually kind of relief, for some reason.
そうだ学校の電話番号教えてもらえる
Okay. Mayumi takes out her student ID handbook and gives me the number of the memo pad. In addition to recording the data on the memo, I pocket a physical copy.
サンキューちょうど連絡を取りたいと思ってたところだったんだ
お役に立ててよかった。
It may be through an odd process, but it's a huge achievement to have obtained Anu's contact info. If anyone knows something, it would be her. I can consult her about anything.
ミカとコウスケかな。
And the skip time. Never mind. Never mind, we're talking with Yayoi. Okay, yep, that's quite a big change. You know what? Maybe we are not going to get actually zeroed this episode. But maybe I will just like make one huge like 2 or 3 hour episode up, you know? And then we're going to have zeroed. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really want this to be longer than like more episodes. Maybe longer is like wrong saying, but no more episodes than one, maybe, with the replay. That's how I did it with Hinata Road. But the problem is, I changed Hinata Road answers. Anyway, I think I made a mistake. Today's Saturday, but luckily she's at work.
ご無沙汰してますイシタルです
Akari. So her name is Akari, okay, that's the first time we heard that. Anu, nostalgic voice. That reminds me, she and Onesama were the only ones to call me by my real name, even after I had nearly forgotten it.
篠塚という双子をご存知ですよね今あの二人は私のところで一緒に活動してるんです
Anu's straight and to the point as always. There's plenty to talk about, but only one pressing matter.
最近ちょっと会って
I tell her about how I met Ea for just a brief while, and she seems like a different person. Okay. Anu sounds troubled.
アヌなら何か知ってるそうだ
Okay, one of my theories was correct. Then. So, like, her physical body is no longer like, and, like, the Ea is, like, maybe just a shadow or something. I mentioned that when they met in the, like, private line. Okay. Meg refers to Ea, that is Wadatsumi Megumi. Anna is the only one who calls her Meg, but more importantly, how could this be?
本当なんですか？
Okay. So in other words, AI in the Babylon was just an afterimage, a shadow, nothing more than the program. Yeah, that's what I figured out as well. So this is just a confirmation of that thought. That would explain her inhuman coldness. So, was her refusal to cooperate with me due to some sort of manipulation on Emily's part?
ありがとう、アヌ。
気にするな。久しぶりね。
今は少しバタバタしてるけど、落ち着いたら。
そうだな。メグのツイート。
そうですね。
ところであかり。
なんです。
最近私のところに様々な面から。
Okay. How much does Anu know?
よくわからないが、そっちも無理をするな。何かあったら私に連絡をよこせ。
はい。
無事をね。それじゃあ。
また近いうちに連絡します。
楽しみに待つ。
Okay.
いろいろ見えてき。
With each new discovery, I find myself stuck deeper and deeper. Is it possible to escape this bottomless bog of mystery? Nah, I'm sure I can manage. I will manage. For I have friends I must protect. Fight on, Ishtar! And the skip button. Never mind. The school doctor, Amane Yayoi Anu, was no exception. From what? Targets of the media. Oh yeah, this is end of Hinata Road. Yeah, okay. It pains my heart just thinking about how hard it must be for her. And they are unable to attend school. Okay. Okay, back. I accepted everyone's resolve like last time, because I'm doing exactly the same picks as I did last time. I don't want to change anything within like my choice section. Okay. Yeah, maybe Anna would know his contact address. You mean the Nabu? Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, come on now. Aren't you supposed to be in the top spot right now? Well, we are talking about Anu, hater of doom and gloom, so maybe this is just forcing a smile kind of thing.
いきなり脱力するような真似はしないでくれ。
It relieved me a little of my mental strain, but let's keep that a secret.
あかりだけは理解してくれると。
急ぎじゃなきゃ付き合ってあげるんだけどね。
Okay.
うん。ちょっとナブーと連絡取りたいんだけど、私の知ってるアドレスなんか使われてないみたいで。
最近ではエクサーク専用アドレスしか使って。
ああ。
Yeah, I guess I was so tense I just slipped my mind.
あいつのことだから。
Okay. Yeah, there's a reason for that too.
とりあえずナブーのアドレス。
She sends me Nabu company address and even a direct phone number. Way to go, Anu. Perfect score for service.
つけにしておくわ。
Okay.
あった時に請求するから。
なんか高く。
Why I feel like we're going to have like totally different ending for Ishtar. We get so much info this time and so early. We have means to contact with Nabu. I kinda miss hearing Anu's laugh like that.
それじゃあ早速。
For now, let's try call the number I just received. Yeah. We are getting so much new info so fast. We are spreading information so much as well. Hello, yet undulating tone gives his voice a chilling timbre. Definitely Nabu. There's something odd about his use of formal business speech.
イシタルよ。久しぶりね。うん。今クリミナルっていうハッキングチームを結成してる。そっちとも仕事のやり取りがあるから、名前だけでも聞いたことないかな。
Okay. Out of his jurisdiction, huh? A little disappointing, but there's not much you can do with such a large corporation. Anyway, let's get to the main issue.
たった今入った情報なんだけど、サイバーテロ集団コード
We're like actually
襲撃をかけるの。
We are managing to get this info to him so early. Something is going to be different. Nabu shout. It's in great surprise. That was a shout.
現場に実動部隊も投入されるらしいことも分かってるわ。早急に対応を取っておいた方がいいと思って。
Okay. Decide the clear source of information. I sent him the video recorded of Andras by a computer and hung up. Okay.
さて、じゃあ今度は。
And skip. Okay. Interesting. Wonder if that will like actually make a difference. Of course, we're going to believe in ourselves because that's what we did last time. And I'm recording again. And where the fuck are we? Why we are... Mika and I searched for Masami the day she rushed out and never came back. Oh yeah, that was with yeah. Equest, yeah, true. Searching for... Yeah, like last time we met with Sami instantly in the first location and talked to her about Kosuke. Now she's not there. I guess my choices of like remembering Yumi better affected this from Hinata Road. I assume.
おばちゃん、うちのサミ見なかった？
見てないけど、タルちゃん、そんなに慌て。
そうですか。ごめんなさい。ちょっと急いでるから、また日を改めて食べに来ます。
So, assuming that my first playthrough did not affected like events here, like first playthrough of Ishtar, then these are the events that I was supposed to get after playing Hinata Road if I would not replay Hinata Road. I that's what I think. Like this is like the OG version of like what I was supposed to get. That's what I wanted to accomplish. Get a like OG timeline of myself. Okay.
おばちゃん。ネルガル、いる？サミー、この前、電脳の修理をお願い。
なんだ、やぶから棒に。
Where did she go?
もし見かけたら連絡ちょうだい。
ああ、構わんが。
ありがとう。
ってなんだ。
We need her for tomorrow, like action, right? Like we need full team.
もしもしミカちゃん。
Where is she?
はどう？
心当たりは探したんです。それじゃ
残念ながらまだ。そういえば。
ないです。それでさっき。
サミもそうだけど、ユミのことも心配ね。悪いけど。
先輩は？
私は、
Okay.
もう少し心当たりを探してみる。
How's Yumi doing?
暗くなってきたんで気をつけてくださいね。
ありがとう。
I know I told Mika I had a few hunches, but to tell the truth, I don't. Where could she be? Should I just keep blindly searching for her? There's a vending machine in the front of me advertising Registra Gold, but its light merely flickering in vain. There's Kosuke. That's Kosuke? Didn't he go home? Or is he searching for Sami in secret? I reflexively chase after Kosuke. There is no hesitation in his step, which means whenever he's headed, he's got a place in mind. Does Kosuke have some sort of hint I missed? Isn't that... Oh, he's meeting with Yumi. Well, that's different. Oh, we are getting confession scene. Yeah, that's different. I hide behind a nearby bush, so soon as I recognize who that is.
お待たせ。
こっちこそ急に
Oh, she called him. Okay.
気にしないでくれ。それよりも話ってなんだ？
コウスケくんの本当の気持ちが知りたいんです。
Ooh, so she realized. Okay.
うん。
ユミ、
Oh my god, this is like... Okay, it's both way.
コウスケくんは
Ooh, poor Sami. Ooh,
どう
poor Sami. Damn. Now we have confirmation, yep. Tommy have no chance.
な
Yeah? Since when was Yumi-chan that assertive? Well, yeah, Yumi always wear those cute little ribbons, but...
それは
Yumi approaches Kyosuke as he hesitates. Okay, 1 second. I need to check something on the video. 1 moment. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I was just overthinking stuff. Oh! Oh! Yumi approaches Kyosuke as he hesitates and falls into his chest. She looks up at Kyosuke with eyes unwavering. Wait. Wait. Okay, no. Wait. Okay. Okay. Okay, maybe I did not overcooked. Her eyes are different. This is Sami, right? 1 second. Yep. Her initial sprite had yellow eyes, so I checked if Yumi had yellow eyes. And she does have yellow eyes, but this CG, she have blue eyes. She's wearing Yumi ribbon and acting as Yumi. Okay, they did switcherino. Not entirely sure why would Sami do that. Because Sami likes him as herself, but maybe she just like... What if she like tried to sabotage Yumi? Anyway, that's Sami. 100% blue eyes. Finally, Yumi gently closes those eyes and brings out her sweet lips like a hummingbird in song. Kyosuke's eyes pops out of the socket, his jaw drops to the ground. Yumi's body trembles ever so slightly. What will it be, Kyosuke? Will you accept her feelings?
無理はやめようぜ。らしくないぞ。
コスケくん
Yumi eyes widen. Kyosuke gently distances himself from Yumi.
サミ
Yep, he realized that too. Yeah, different eyes. Wait, really? I can't tell from over there. Yeah, like her. I also been like mistaken by looking at her just sprite. Sprite had the yellow eyes. Maybe that was just like a mistake on just like I don't know editing like team or something. Anyway, but the CG is pretty obvious. But now that he mentions it, that it does make more sense.
こんな真似を
Yeah.
こうすれば
Oh.
あんたが受け入れてくれると
Well,
思ったから
so basically she wanted to tell him that, hey, I'm Yumi, and then tell him, actually, you know what? I will reverse you, I'm actually Sami. So, see? You can like me. That seems like not the case anymore.
そっかごめん俺のためにそんなこと
But Kyosuke's also seeing here like her true feelings too. Right? Like, she actually confessed to him. So he still did not make a decision here. Now when you think about this. He still didn't like accepted her or denied her. Who knows? We'll see. Sami-chan. She wanted to make that moment for her memory for herself, even if it meant mimicking her sister.
コウスケ
Such a foolish, yet precious, pure, undulated love. I don't think anyone can blame her for what she did here, but...
なんでユミじゃなきゃダメなの私のことも見てよ
すまない
Damn.
やめて謝らないで
まさみが嫌いなわけじゃないただ俺はまゆみじゃなきゃダメなんだ
Oh. Damn.
まさみ
Masami bursts into tears. Tears which Kyosuke cannot wipe away.
俺はお前の隣にはいてやれないただ一つだけ約束するお前に何かあったら俺が必ず守ってやる
ユミはどうするの
え
もし私とマユミ二人が同時に危機に陥ったとしたらどうするの
Oh.
二人だ。二人とも俺は守ってみせる。
嘘つき。
Damn. Masami fist pounded, 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 pounded Kosuke's chest. Torrents of tears streamed down her eyes all the while, and Kosuke silently accepted her grief.
なあ、まさみ。俺がこんなこと言える立場にないかもしれないんだが、まゆみと仲直りしてくれないか。今の状態じゃみんなに迷惑をかける。それになんてったって二人っきりの姉妹だろ。
そんなの分かっ。
うん。俺はバカだからギクシャクする二人の姿を見るのが。
あんた本当にバカね。でも私はそんなコウスケだから好きなのかも。
明日は二人でみんなに謝ろうな。
Masami clings to his chest again as Kosuke awkwardly pats her hand. Masami's face has regained just a little bit of its vigor. Satisfied, I make my departure.
先輩ですか？
Interesting. I wonder if that actually happened behind the scenes in my first playthrough or not.
なんかね、最初から私の出る幕はなかったみたい。
Maybe not.
とりあえずサミは落ち着いたわ。明日になったら
Yeah.
コウスケと一緒に元気に顔を見。
そうですか。それならよかった。あ、ゆめちゃんですけど、ぼーっとしてて着地に気づいてな
Of
かった
course.
みたい。
だったらお姉ちゃんは大丈夫。きっとすぐ仲直り。
わかりました。ゆめちゃんすごく。
私もすぐ戻るわ。
Okay. Well, I guess now we just let nature take its course. It would be nice if everything resolved itself, but you know, guess I better give it my all too. Anyway, today's MVP was most definitely Kosuke. Let's treat him to something delicious as reward.
やれやれ。
Okay, and skip again. We're going to the battle, huh? Let's see. Okay, change again. Yeah, Nabu is calling. Okay. So the daughter situation still is the same. The emergency call is still there. Okay. Use of this line implies unavailability of another form of contact. In other words, I can just ignore it despite being in the middle of
どう
mission.
したの？テロリストなら今追っ払ってるところよ。
Okay, so it's still the same. So you know that saying "stay with me" is not changing this. Interesting. I expected this to change actually. Beyond the facade in his tone of voice, I detect the air of impatience. Nabu has a daughter. I recall the phone call I had with him acting on behalf of his company. I see, so maybe he was just a regular father after all.
娘ってどういうこと？
Okay, skip. If anyone's curious, Mika still died. It did not change. Okay, we're near the end. And it's the same. Okay. So definitely something got updated here, I assume. I'm not going to check with the screenshots or anything. Yes. So this is the... So we are now on the OG tracks, basically. So extras, a defrag, yep, 1-1. So yeah. So we know that Kosuke likes Yumi. So maybe the situation happened actually behind the scenes last time. Actually, no, it did not happen because Ishtar actually talked to Sami back then. Anyway, let me just cut and see how much I've recorded. Depending on that, we're going to start Road C, or actually I will maybe end here and make extra episode per week. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will just do extra episode on week. Yeah. Because it's been quite a lot of content, like new content. It might be short episode or whatever, I don't know. But I think we're going to cut here. So one additional playthrough like with Hinata Road. But this time we went back to like our like original timeline basically. When I picked the OG peaks, okay? So yeah, I'm going to do extra episode for this week then, so we can start Road C. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that little like additional extra thing, I guess, and I will see you next one. Yeah, thank you. So hit the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch is going out.